Alright, welcome everyone to some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. This is going to have to be a short video because I have to study for my midsems, and somehow I've managed to go the entire day without doing a single fucking bit of work. Incredible, really, if you think about it. Alright, so this character is doing pretty well now. Invocation's going up decently, shields going up, fighting going up, and summoning being trained for Mana Viper, which is starting to get pretty castable. I think I'm actually going to put it on ZA now, just because I want to use it. We can also pick up some other stuff, but I don't know if we want to. Like, Conjure Flame is pretty okay to pick up. It's not too hard to get either. Metabolic Inglaciation might be decent, but you know, it's not really super important, I think. Alright, so when last we left off, we did 2 runes, and we're going for the 3rd now, so let's go there. Again, today might be a bit short because I have to run and get work done desperately, and by that I mean procrastinate much harder. So in Lair and stuff, I usually don't worry too much about optimization in terms of like regular play, but in Vaults I actually do almost explore optimally when I play regularly, just because it's so important. Being locked out of stuff or marked is a really good way to die in Vaults, or at least burn a lot of consumables. And there are a lot of enemies that are actually kind of dangerous regardless, so it's almost always really good to explore in concentric circles. There's Apportation here, and I want that, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. I'll eventually train a little bit of translocations to try to get that spell failure down, but, you know, it's not necessary right now. Okay. Gonna explore around here. I'm gonna be pretty careful. Vaults 1 is a very easy place to die because you can get there's only one upstairs, meaning there's not that much safety. Someone actually asked a question about upstairs yesterday, regarding like, is it optimal to explore all 3 upstairs rather than 1? And my answer to that is not really. The reason being is the first time you enter a floor, the first time you go downstairs on a floor, you gain this initiative where I think you get like an extra turn or something to go up. So I think nothing can follow you upstairs if you go downstairs for the first time and you immediately go back upstairs. But once you stop doing that, once you go past your first downstairs, you don't get that initiative, and it takes a full 2.5 turns to enter or exit the floor, meaning that you will take significant damage if something is trying to, or something spawns next to you that is kind of dangerous. Another person asked me, should I use a enchant armor scroll on the shield? And my answer to that is no. There's no real point in doing that because, first of all, if I get a better shield, it'll be instantly worse. Like, this enchanted shield will be instantly worse than it. And secondly, shield, I could always just enchant my boots or my gloves, and that would have the same effect, if not better, for less pain, I guess. Alright, again, acquiring a armor, because, you know, that could be good. +2 dex boots, that's okay. It's also +1, so I get a little bit more AC, and I think a little bit more evade, which is kind of good. Alright, so with Vaults, it's very important to try to make sure that you're as close to the upstairs as possible. Even if you're playing like at regular speed, it's really not a good idea, honestly, to it's not a good idea to just kind of like reach out as far as you can and then just kind of have your back really far away from the upstairs, because you'll end up, you know, in a very precarious situation if you get marked. Unfortunately for us, the Vaults is extremely open, and it's kind of hard to guarantee that you get a good situation going, but you know, that's kind of the struggles, I guess. Alright, the Vault Warden there was a bit scary, so I made sure to back off constantly while having my allies, I guess, namely the Spectral Weapon and stuff, block the way for me until I felt comfortable to play against him. I also cast all my buffs at once. Animate Dead, of course, being the final one, once I was able to kill a few things, leave a few corpses. Oof, ow, my bones. Okay. Gonna back off here a little bit. Chill out. And so here's a situation where we're marked now. I will want to back off to the upstairs immediately, but as you can see, as I'm going back, enemies are coming to chase me, so it's very important that I minimize the distance between me and the upstairs, because if I don't, I'm going to take a lot more damage and potentially have to either blow teleport or blow like 4 or 5 consumables in a row, and if I'm super unlucky or I'm not paying attention, die. So, you know, it's not good. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna go over here now, just to kind of test the waters on this side of the map. Again, you can see kind of, not really, like super perfectly, but you can see that I've definitely made a kind of concentric circle type movement. Alright, here's another situation where, like, it's good that I was kind of close to the upstairs already. Since my mark wasn't that long, I'm happy to just kind of sit here and attack. If I can get an enemy dead, it'd be fine anyway. Oh, another question someone asked me, again, is should I use the Gourmand or should I use Magic Regen for the Amulet? Given that I have enough food now, I would say that, yeah, the Magic Regen Amulet is probably better. But they also said something like to the effect of, I think, oh, you want it for Infusion. The thing about Infusion that makes it bad and, like, not really worth considering past, you know, early dungeon is the fact that the additional damage that it deals, I think the formula for it exactly is 2 plus power over 12. Like, not as in bracket 2 plus power, but like just 2 plus and then power over 12. And that damage is actually reducible by AC, meaning pretty much anything with AC will almost entirely negate the damage from Infusion. Meaning it's not actually like a super relevant spell. You mostly just turn it on and forget about it, but it's not really anything that has like a reasonable effect. Alright, that was a bit of a shitty movement. That's why shift move is sometimes really bad. You see there, it just kind of dragged me all the way over to that left side of the map, without me really having any say in the matter. So I should try not to use shift move in here, because it's easy to get very quickly exposed to the unknown. Gotta be super careful about it. Okay, cool. Just gonna pull up and around. Okay, I think that's like pretty much done, right? I'm just gonna press O now. There's nothing else. Yeah, cool. Alright, I'm gonna go up this staircase and then I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go up to this area and then I'm gonna go down. And the reason why I'll do that is because if I need to double stair pull, I can. Alright, a single enemy. Not too bad. I accidentally moved off the staircase, but that's okay. Okay, there's a lot of enemies coming in, it appears, but they're not like super dangerous ones. So I'm not super afraid, it's all good. Okay, yeah, as you can see, like with the vaults, there's actually a lot more instances where you can just turn a corner and then instantly be beset upon by like 3 to 4 different enemies of varyingly high threat. Which is why exploration is actually kind of important for this place. Like, it's definitely non-meme. It's not like, oh, it's a hyper optimization. It's actually like just regular play should incorporate good exploration patterns in vaults. I do auto-explore around here a lot, but I also actually shift move quite a bit. Okay, Ancient Champions and an Eidolon. I'm going to back off here, buff up, and I'm going to fight with my Ozakubo's armor on top. Gonna keep my buffs up. Nice and easy. Awesome. Okay, I think Summon Mana Viper is at 13. No, okay, so at 13% it's kind of decent. I still want it down a little bit more, so I'm just going to keep it down. I think my Invo is probably good enough now, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn it off for good. And that lets me train spellcasting, I guess. It's not like a super important thing to train, but I guess we'll do it. Okay. Man, you do not know how little I want to work right now. Like, I know that I have 3 mid-sems in the next 2 weeks. I just don't care. Like, something about it's just making me not give a shit. I know I should be doing work. I know. I should be doing work right now. I shouldn't even be recording right now. I should be doing work. Holy fuck, I opened that door and everything was there. Alright. There's an argument to be made that I could have optimized that by pre-casting my buffs before opening the door, but I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit pedantic. Considering all these enemies aren't, like, super incredible. They're just okay. Alright, grab a couple of guys. I'm going to explore a little bit more recklessly right now because I have so many undead that it kind of helps me in the short run to explore recklessly, because my undead will help absorb some of the blows, and they'll also deal a lot of damage, and generally just make me safe. So even though I'm not at full HP, I'm still gonna go explore. I would argue that this many undead are more important than the missing amount of HP that I'd have. Though again, you know, you could counter-argue and say, you know, oh, you need to be at full HP all the time. But, you know, I'm making the call. I don't know if I'm correct, I'm just making the call. Okay. We did pick up a ring of protection from cold, but I don't think I'm going to use that, so I'm going to put it down. I also at some point picked up a ring of evasion. Is that better than RLEC MR+? Probably not. I'm going to drop that as well. Like, yeah, there's also Dex, which might be giving me 1 extra evade. I don't actually know if it is, but, you know, if it is, good, I guess. Either way, though, it's not too bad. Alright, gotta go as close to the upstairs as we can. As you can see, I actually had an uninterrupted path from the upstairs to the upstairs. That's kind of because of my exploration patterns being so safe. Again, a lot of the stress in vaults is actually being swept away by exploration. So we're actually doing great. Okay, I got locked out of the door. That's okay, though. I should have moved right instead of left immediately. That was a mistake, I would say, but not a very major one. Not at this point, anyway. Alright, kill the boggart first. He's the potentially dangerous one. Then cast a quick buff. What's over here? Nothing of value. You know, maybe the Vial of Floods, but probably not. The Book of Minor Magic has Blink in it. I don't really need it, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Okay. There's a bunch of Vault dudes. Just gonna go ahead and buff up. I'm actually treating the Mana Viper as a buff. I'm not treating it as a summon in this case. Because effectively it is. It just gives me an anti-magic branded attack that sometimes tanks hits for me. So it is a buff, in my opinion. Honestly, I think Scowl is like a dead meme. Aside from the 1 Uber spell, or 2 Uber spells in, what do you call it? In Spectral Weapon and Regen. Like, Scout is in like pure charms plus fighter build. But Summons actually does do a pretty decent job at like kind of making a hybrid character. I think the best kind of like hybrids are the ones that have summoning or have like super charms. But generally summoning is like a really good hybrid-y class style. Like summoning or necromancy, one of the two, right? Like conjurations and melee have just some awful overlap. Oof. Oh wait, I can't wield that. That's fine then. Okay, I was like, man, I should go for that helmet, but I didn't have to, because thankfully, I can't wear helmets. That's the true draconian tech right there. You don't put yourself at risk because you can't wear half the shit that you want to wear. I'm going to press O a few times just to get past this point. I know that there's going to be enemies here, so I'm just going to go ahead and pre-buff. That was a good pre-buff. Because the Spectral Weapon was able to stop me from getting potentially paralyzed, which could have led to me being in severe danger. That was a decent pre-buff. Sublimation of Blood. That's another interesting spell. Sublimation of Blood actually trades your mana for HP. Do I need that though? I'm not really starving for MP, so I'm not gonna do it. I don't think I need it. I could use it. I don't know why I would. That's all. Like, I'm trying to think of a reason why I would, but I just can't, so I'm not going to bother with it. Alright, again, we're marked. We should actually head out now. So I'm going to do that. Rest up on the upstairs. And continue on. Again, being happy to auto-explore as I clear the level. It's kind of it like that is it looks suboptimal, but it's actually not. It's fine to do that because at that point you're in so little risk that you can't actually die. And like there is no real oh, but what about if there's not really any edge case there that could happen. Because even if I were to find a dangerous enemy, I would already be in a fairly optimal situation anyway, because all of the floor would be explored, so my teleports are really safe, and I'd already like effectively have knowledge of the entire floor anyway, so I wouldn't have to worry about anything. So yeah, auto exploring once the floor is almost finished is totally fine, I'd say. Yeah, there's almost, like, I can't even think of an edge case where that would not be the case. Like, say if I found, like, Sabojo or Menace, fine, I just teleport, and then I am guaranteed to have a safe teleport. It would have been safer anyway to, like, to auto-explore. Than to, like, randomly bump into him, attack him a few times because I'm not paying attention. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird about it, but that's the way I'd see it. You know, interestingly, Draconian Abyssal Knights, I've actually played that a lot. Alright, I'm actually kind of scared now. Okay, mega buff up. Get all my big buffs. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go explore over here, because that seems a little bit more safe for the time being. This actually looks like a closed area. Okay. More heal wounds. Awesome. Another staircase. Oh, it's got nothing there, though. Fair enough. Understandable. Okay, I'm getting shot at. It's fine. Pre-buff around the corner. Grab my extra allies. Instead of moving towards the enemy and exposing me towards that ice dragon, I summon instead. Oh, I thought there was a door to the left over there. I was like, what the fuck? I missed that? There wasn't. I was just being dumb. Okay, some slimes. I'm happy to find that. It's all good. Okay, some ogres. Again, I'm not like super afraid. I'm okay with it. Gonna pull back to explore this way now. Oh gosh, there's a lot of trolls here. Could be potentially bad, but thankfully we can just fight them all off. Nice. And then we also get some corpses, which are really strong. Alright, so here you can see like our exploration is very solid. From this point here, everywhere we explore, we're actually the shortest distance away possible from the upstairs, which is good. We have a nice lifeline path back of safety if we ever choose to retreat. Okay, things are looking a little bit scary now, but not incredibly so. Still kind of okay with it. Make sure that my spectral weapon comes back up. Grab a couple more corpses. Stand behind the undead when I'm fighting the sentinel, because I don't want him to mark me. If he does mark me, the chance of me getting surrounded is much higher, because something could come from the back. Stab, stab. Okay, not bad. Grab animate dead again. Just to get us some free easy kills. There we go. Whoops. Alright, that worked out actually. Alright, I'm gonna chill over here. Okay, slowly auto-explore my way down. Again, having the safety of my undead compatriots makes me a little bit more confident with my exploration, but I'm still trying not to overdo it. Grab the serpents. They're actually very powerful. Mana vipers. Sorry, not serpents. Alright. Alright, we got our third upstairs. That's good. Again, we can explore in small circles now. Sabojo, hello. Alright, Sabojo might be a bit of a pain in the ass. Alright, so here's a puzzle. From 1930. When does like what is your optimal scenario against Sabojo? And I'm not asking like what would you do if you're right next to her like I normally do. I'm asking here specifically what's your pre-buff ritual? And the answer for that is, well, I would double cast Mana Viper, cast Spectral Weapon, Regen, and Shroud of Galibria. And then I wouldn't bother with Ozakubos, probably, because it just seems like a waste of mana. Now that the Death Knight is up here, I'm going to pull upstairs and fight like that. This character is, like, absurd in terms of power, so we're actually kind of okay with just fighting Sabojo. Like, the fact that we can fight Sabojo that easily is a testament to the power of this character. I have a lot of damage, and I have a lot of tankiness, which is really good. Okay, against a spellcaster like this, having Mana Vipers is invaluable. We lost a lot of HP there. I think the reason why is because Tengarivas generally are very tough enemies. Okay. Continuing on. I can't believe it's only taken us 20 minutes to do vaults. This character is way too strong. Or are we playing too fast now? We might actually be playing too fast. I don't know. I feel like we're not playing that fast, though. I feel like we're doing okay. Like, I'm tabbing, yes, but remember, my tab is set to 85%. If I'm tabbing, it means that the fights are completely safe. I'm not actually in any danger at all. So I don't know. Alright, pre-buff, pre-buff, pre-buff. No, my buffs ran out, damn it. The Spectral Weapon is, like, just making my damage absurd, though. That's really good. Basically, anytime I have a spear, I'm tempted to go Spectral Weapon. And by tempted, I mean, like, I basically always go Spectral Weapon. It's just good. Like, it's just really good. Alright. Fight on. I should cast Regen when I'm resting. In fact, I should also be resting closer to the upstairs. I feel like that's more important. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Hang on. Am I dreaming? I'm tired, so I might be dreaming. Am I dreaming? An Iron Giant. What in the hell shit is this doing here? It has to be a shapeshifter. Alright, so what's the plan here? It's 2215. So it's 1910 and 2215. 1910, 2015. Oh, 2315. Sorry. 2315. Okay, the answer is just run away. Holy fuck, he's one-shotting all my stuff. Lol. Teleport. I'm running. Okay, so there's an Iron Giant for some reason on this floor. I'm going to leave. And I'm going to go downstairs, in a downstairs that's very far away from the Iron Giant. That was spooky. I legitimately got spookaroo. Do you hear that? I don't know what I just said. I bit my tongue. Oh wow, there's a lot of guys here. Alright, that's fine. Just buff up. They're all a bunch of orcs anyway, it's all good. These are not dangerous enemies. Boots. Just check them on. Maybe. Nope. I thought they were running. I was like, oh, and then that was not running. Damn it. I don't know what's wrong with me. My brain's like slowing down. I can feel the work starting. Like, I can feel the work burning a hole in the table, and it's making me feel nauseous. It's like, dude, you have so much work that you should be doing right now. Like, literally right now. And then the other side of my brain's like, you should take a nap. Guess which side of the brain is winning today? Like, I don't think it's the one that wants me to study. I really don't. I really need to study. Fuck. I actually played in a Minecraft server today. Due to a, like, society thing. Okay, so what happened there is a Zot trap was stepped on, which cause the flayed ghost to hit me. Mara's in sight. Okay, so puzzle at 2504. The question is, the answer is obvious. The first answer is obvious. We teleport away. The question is, what do we do before we teleport away, if at all? Do we do anything? The answer I would say is yes. I want to blink away from the flayed ghost as quickly as possible. But at the same time, I also want to avoid getting marred. So what I'm going to do is actually read... Holy word. Oh, it didn't work. Can I banish this? I can. Awesome. What the fuck just happened to me? Oh, another Zot trap. Sweet. Nice. Thanks. Appreciate it. Now I'm going to teleport, and I'm just going to stand here. Oh, fuck. Alright. I'm going to get killed here. Alright, I'm tilted. Fuck. I'm going to have to end the video. I actually can't concentrate now. Yeah, I'm tilted. Alright. Talk to you guys tomorrow.